In the criminal justice system, Kona coffee offenses are considered especially heinous. In Hawaii, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Kona Coffee Unit. These are their stories. Here we go again. Get your plane tickets and make sure to claim your airline miles because we are headed back to the big island of Hawaii for part 2 of our investigation into coffee brand coffee's Kona coffee. Hi, I'm Misty Mochii. I like to deep dive and archive the things the internet is talking about. If you are new here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content like this and leave a like on the video if you learned something today. The last time we visited Hawaii, I let you know that I had been in contact with the Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity for the state of Hawaii. The department was interested in opening an official inquiry regarding coffee brand coffee, but they needed a resident of Hawaii who had purchased coffee brand coffee's Kona to come forward. In part 1, I asked if anyone who was a resident of Hawaii and had previously purchased coffee brand coffee's Kona to contact me. Well, that has happened. Shortly after the initial Hawaii 5 Espresso video was released, I was contacted by someone who lives in Hawaii and had purchased coffee brand coffee's Kona coffee. They have agreed to talk to me about this on condition of anonymity. My contact has provided photos of their purchase. Here you can see they had possession of the coffee brand coffee Kona on June 22nd, 2026, along with a copy of the local Star Advisor newspaper from Hawaii. For further proof of this being a local resident, you can see that they went to Times Supermarket, which has locations in Honolulu, Waikiki, and Pearl Harbor, where Royal Kona Coffee, a local brand, was on store shelves. Our local informant contacted the Department of Agriculture and Biosecurity on June 24, 2026, and an investigation was opened shortly thereafter. As this is an ongoing investigation, details are currently limited. I have contacted the Measurement Standards Program Manager for an update a couple of times. To date, they have declined to comment. I will continue to follow up on this and provide any updates that are publicly available. I have been following up with our local informant about this about once per week over the last month to see if anything has been done. Unfortunately, it seems that the Department of Agriculture has been dragging their feet since the investigation began. The Department of Agriculture only responded to our local informant within the last few days. They have officially requested our informant to bring in the bag of coffee brand coffee Kona, as well as provide the dimensions of the bag. I will continue to follow up on this investigation and provide everyone with details as soon as they develop. As we know, 100% Kona coffee is regulated by the Hawaiian government and a protected federal trademark. Meet Kona Coffee Farmers Association and Hawaii Coffee Association. These entities were established to protect and promote Hawaii's coffee industry by advocating for strict labeling laws. They also claim to fight against coffee fraud and support farmers with education. The Kona Coffee Farmers Association is made up of independent coffee farmers in the Kona region. They claim to work to protect the Kona name from being used on fake or diluted coffees. Additionally, they work with state lawmakers to establish labeling laws and much more. I contacted Kona Coffee Farmers Association to see if any of their members supply Kona coffee for coffee brand coffee. I have made several attempts to reach them. However, to date, they have not responded to my request for comment. Hawaii Coffee Association focuses on coffee production for the entire state of Hawaii, not just the Kona region. They also work with lawmakers to establish labeling laws and provide general support for Hawaiian farmers. I also contacted Hawaii Coffee Association to see if any of the farmers associated with their organization supply Kona coffee to coffee brand coffee. Again, after a few attempts, they have not responded to my request for comment. Since it seems that I have hit a roadblock with Kona Coffee Farmers Association and Hawaii Coffee Association, and in addition to the Department of Agriculture's delays in proceeding with this investigation, I decided to start searching for local Kona coffee farms and reach out to them independently. I mean, why not? If I can't get a timely response from the state government or the entities that claim they are advocating for protections against mislabeling, why not do a little old school investigation and start asking around? So far, I have contacted approximately 30 independent coffee farms in the Kona region. I sent everyone the exact same email. Most have yet to respond to me, or they reply to tell me that they have never heard of Coffee Brand Coffee and or do not supply Kona to Coffee Brand Coffee. However, the owner of Rancho Aloha did respond to my inquiry. Meet Bruce Corker, the owner of Rancho Aloha and coffee farmer for the past 25 years. Bruce was kind enough to speak with me on the phone and provide me with some additional information which I found to be insightful. According to Bruce, the Hawaii Coffee Association is dominated by coffee blenders and producers, meaning their focus is geared toward them more than the local farmers. This led to the Kona farmers forming the Kona Coffee Farmers Association. Bruce is a former head of Kona Coffee Farmers Association. Kona farms are only about 5 acres or less and are very small compared to other coffee plantations or other farms throughout Hawaii, like sugarcane, pineapple, or macadamia nuts, for example. Bruce states that because of their small size, Kona farms do not hold much influence within the state as others do. Bruce also gave me some additional insight into the Department of Agriculture and why I might be having some difficulty with finding out details about the investigation. He states that the Department of Agriculture is underfunded and they don't want to make waves, pun intended, with the Honolulu business community. According to Bruce, it doesn't seem like Hawaii is very interested in protecting Hawaiian farmers. The only way any sort of enforcement happens at all is from civil lawsuits filed by private citizens or if the federal government steps in to act. The state of Hawaii seems to be silent on the issue of mislabeled Kona coffee, as well as other issues surrounding mislabeled macadamia nuts, chocolate, and monk fruit. The internet has long speculated that Coffee Brand Coffee is a white label product of Millcreek Coffee Roasters in Utah. We know that Millcreek Coffee Roasters offers white label products on their website. Additionally, we recently confirmed that Millcreek Coffee Roasters is, at minimum, supplying the unflavored coffee to Coffee Brand Coffee. So I decided to contact them and ask if they offer Kona coffee as part of their white label program. I sent them an email on June 30th, 2026, and directly asked if they offer Kona coffee. If so, is their Kona 100% Kona or is it blended with other beans? Where are the beans sourced from? I also asked if they provide any help with the coffee packaging, such as the bags, or does that fall on the person purchasing from them? Millcreek Coffee Roasters responded to me almost immediately and advised that they do not supply Kona. They also declined to answer my other questions. Hey guys, what's up? Editing Misty here. Just wanted to interject into the video quickly to show you guys this and what I discovered as I was grabbing footage for the video. Seems like Millcreek lied to me in their email when they said that they don't offer Kona, but if we look right here, they clearly do sell Kona in all kinds of different ways. So take that information for what you will, and let's get back into the video. It has also been speculated that Coffee Brand Coffee may be a white label of Javataza coffee. After looking through their website, I do not think that Javataza coffee offers Kona. In fact, you do not have to be a part of their wholesale program to purchase unroasted coffee beans from them. Anyone can go on their website and purchase unroasted coffee. However, the only unroasted beans they offer are from Costa Rica, Colombia, Guatemala, and Honduras. Javataza states on their website that they have coffee farms in these regions, so this line of unroasted coffee beans makes sense. As hard as I am trying to find out where the Kona is being sourced from, I have been unable to confirm the information so far. But I would like to assure you that I will continue to ask the questions. I will not give up on this just because I haven't been able to find the location yet. This is a much bigger issue than just Coffee Brand Coffee or fact-checking its owner, Jeremy Hambley. This is about transparency for consumers, being within FDA compliance, and following the law. As President Theodore Roosevelt once said, "No man is above the law, and no man is below it. Nor do we ask any man's permission when we require him to obey it." You might be wondering, but Misty, why does all of this matter? Why is labeling something as 100% Kona a big deal? It matters because consumers have the right to know what they are purchasing, especially if they are buying something they are going to consume. It also matters because mislabeling Kona coffee is a Class C felony, which can carry a sentence of up to 25 years in prison. A civil case can also potentially be filed, resulting in fines, penalties, or damages. On June 25th, 2026, I did a live stream where we discussed more information about Kona coffee and the ecosystem surrounding it. One of the things we discussed is an active criminal case going on in federal court right now, which started as an inquiry about mislabeled 100% Kona coffee. You guys know that we've been doing a lot of investigations over here on this channel regarding the Kona coffee specifically and the regulations surrounding that, not only from the Food and Drug Administration, but there are very strict and specific regulations surrounding that from the state of Hawaii specifically, to the point where mislabeling Kona coffee is considered a Class C felony, meaning that mislabeling Kona could land your ass in jail. This story is from October 2nd of 2025. I wanted to start here because this case has actually been going on since 2024, I believe. So I'm just gonna play the video here real quick for you guys. It's 20 seconds, just to kind of give you a quick overview of what we're gonna be talking about and how that relates to our ongoing investigation of the Kona. So let's see and I believe this is from one of the local news stations in Hawaii. So let's take a listen here.
And 66-year-old Patricia Johnson is facing federal fraud charges for lying about selling 100% Kona coffee for more than a decade. She allegedly made millions of dollars by deliberately mislabeling coffee beans as 100% Kona coffee, even though they came from South America and were purchased in places other than Hawaii.
So this lady lives in Hawaii, was selling coffee, trying to pass it off as 100% Kona, and now is in a lot of trouble. And the type of trouble that she's in, I think might surprise you guys. So we have a 66-year-old Kona resident who pled not guilty to federal criminal charges, accusing her of making more than $5.2 million selling 100% Kona coffee. Well, what she called 100% Kona coffee. Turns out prosecutors are alleging that most of this coffee came from foreign sources, foreign countries, and other places in the states like California and Washington. She is being tried for this in federal court, not the state of Hawaii versus Patricia Johnson. No, the United States of America versus Patricia Johnson. Kona coffee beans have to be grown in Kona, and if it's mixed with other beans, the percentage has to be accurately labeled and marketed. Labeling Kona is very, very serious. It's taken very, very seriously by the state of Hawaii for a few reasons. One of it is actually trademark infringement, of all things. It has to be labeled, and it has to specifically say 100% Kona. It can't say like 100% pure Kona or 100% Kona blend. Between October 2012 and April 2024, Johnson made millions by advertising, labeling, and selling coffee, quote, described as 100% Kona coffee when in fact Johnson knew that the coffee was not 100% Kona coffee, unquote, according to the 26-page indictment. According to the defense attorney, the federal agents went into her house in April of 2024. So the FBI raided this lady's house for the coffee and the money. Let's just let that sink in for a second. The FBI, the federal police force, raided this woman's home over mislabeled Kona coffee. Prosecutors are alleging that she had more than 194,000 pounds of green coffee beans, including 68,000 pounds of pea berry beans from wholesalers in Seattle and Oakland that she allegedly sold as 100% Kona. What this lady was claiming was that she was sourcing her beans. She was telling her employees and her customers that she was sourcing the beans from a farm that was located at a higher level elevation on the Big Island that was not affected by this particular coffee borer beetle. And I think that's why Kona is so scarce now, because they've been having this problem with this particular beetle that's like boring into the trees and causing the crops to die, which is why it's expensive and why it's so limited. So that's what this lady told her customers and her employees, that she was sourcing the beans from this farm that was higher up in elevation and didn't really have as big of a problem of this bark beetle. So that's why she was able to offer as much 100% Kona as she was. Turns out, and this was investigated by the FBI, that this particular farm that she referenced closed in the 1980s. On November 6, 2023, an undercover law enforcement agent approached Johnson about buying a large amount of coffee. Johnson allegedly told the undercover agent that her coffee was 100% pure and she got it from Person A's farm. Johnson sold the fake coffee on Amazon and used PayPal to funnel money from the sales into her business accounts. It seems like Amazon has a big issue with the food and beverages that are being sold on their website not actually being what these retailers are claiming it is. And even though Amazon clearly, in their sellers policies, it clearly says if you're selling food or beverages, you have to be within, like, your packaging has to be within FDA compliance. You as a business have to be within FDA compliance. And I don't know if it's just because they have an issue where they have too many of these small companies now trying to sell on Amazon that it's too much for them to be able to vet anymore. But they have a huge problem of unregulated bullshit going on their website when it comes to food and beverage. Ms. Johnson has been indicted on 24 counts, including 16 counts of wire fraud, 5 counts of engaging in monetary transactions and property derived from specific unlawful activity, and 3 counts of obstructing an official proceeding. Trial is currently scheduled for February 2027. Please feel free to check out the video on my channel for more details about this case. It will be linked in the description below. In 2024, farmers in the Kona region were awarded a series of settlements totaling over $41 million against distributors and retailers who were accused of mislabeling Kona. Remember Bruce, the owner of Rancho Aloha? He led the charge in this matter. After a career as an attorney, Bruce and his wife moved to Hawaii and opened Rancho Aloha. To support their case, samples of the alleged Kona coffee were sent out for chemical analysis. The results from the analysis showed that the chemical signatures typically found in Kona were missing from the alleged Kona samples. To wrap up this video, let's circle all of this information back to Coffee Brand Coffee. Coffee Brand Coffee is advertising their Kona coffee on Amazon as a 7-ounce bag. When I received my order of Coffee Brand Coffee Kona, I received a 12-ounce bag of coffee. 100% Kona is either sold in a 1-pound package, or 16 ounces, or a 7 to 8 ounce bag, which is half a pound. To have received a 12-ounce bag of 100% Kona is very unusual. Additionally, on June 11th, 2026, during his live stream, Jeremy was confronted by one of his viewers who advised him that the Kona page on Coffee Brand Coffee's Amazon store said that the coffee was a Kona blend.
The one thing I'm going to promote to you guys that not enough people have bought, by the way, is this 100% pure Kona. We're like one of the few places online that has it. I know it's a kind of a special treat because it's very expensive, but Kona coffee is very expensive. Generally, 7 ounces of it can cost upward of $60. And a lot of people try to rip people off by blending it with other stuff. Ours is 100% real Kona. So we only have a limited supply of that. I think we only have 500 bags total, and I'm never going to have it again. Kona is exclusively from Hawaii. It's one of the few, if not only, United States grown and produced coffees. It says it's a blend, though. No, it doesn't. It says 100% Kona right here. Right on, that's the biggest thing on the bag. 100% Kona. It's not a blend. That's why it's so expensive. Zoom in on what small text? You mean the other text here that says 100% Hawaiian Kona coffee? It says this premium blend, delightful essence of 100% Kona coffee. Let me see. Is there a typo? I mean, if it says it's 100% Kona, it says 100% Kona there, it says 100% Kona here. Where on earth does it say blend? Is it in the description? Where is it? Doesn't say it anywhere in the description. It does. Enjoy the rich ingredient taste of our 100% ground coffee. This premium blend. Oh, it's like, okay, I get why people think that. I get it. It's just the phrasing we use, like it's a blend of coffee. Just like Colombia is a blend of coffee. You know what I mean? But I guess I could see how people might think that. Where does that say? Coffee Brand Coffee description. It's not a blend. It's 100% pure coffee. Where is it? So like a blend of coffee, the way I use that term is like Colombian's a blend. Ethiopian's a blend. This is 100% Kona. It is not a blend. Under delightful morning treat. Why can't I see the description? Is it on a different page? Top highlights. Oh, here. Is this where it is? Got it. I'm gonna fix that right now. Thanks for pointing that out. Technically, it's a blend of coffee, but I can see how people would say that. We'll say change blend to this premium coffee. Okay, got it. Maybe people were confused by that. I don't think anybody actually thinks it's a blend, but it does use the word blend there. It says, "What with this signature blend of traditional innovation, 100% Kona coffee is a premium blend." Okay, let's also just change that too. Real-time SEO work here. Also this, like blend in the coffee world does not, but I get what you're saying. It's blend does not mean it is a blend, but it is one of those things in the English language, right? Same word, different meanings. So I'll just update that real quick. Boy, if I were drop shipping coffee, I wouldn't be able to do that. Now would I?
The reality is that the bags of coffee themselves still say the coffee is a blend on the back of the bag. In my opinion, by changing this on the website, the Amazon page is more deceptive than it was before because now it directly contradicts what the actual packaging says. If we give Jeremy the benefit of the doubt and he truly used the word blend as a marketing term, it is my opinion that at best, any Kona coffee sitting in inventory would need to be recalled and repackaged in a bag that eliminates the word blend if the coffee is 100% Kona in order to avoid any potential issues. I sent an email to Coffee Brand Coffee to attempt to get some questions answered and to obtain their comments. Specifically, I asked them to confirm the farm and or business who is providing the Kona. I also asked them to clarify the discrepancy about why they are selling a 12-ounce bag of Kona when that is not how 100% Kona is sold. Finally, I asked them for any general comments or statements that they would like to make. To date, they have declined to comment. The big question we must ask is, why is everything so opaque? Why is the Department of Agriculture taking so long to follow up with a concerned citizen? A local resident filed a report. The state of Hawaii claims to take this seriously. Why are my emails to Kona Coffee Farmers Association and Hawaii Coffee Association being ignored? They claim to be advocates for Hawaiian farmers and to take a stand against products that are mislabeled. Why is the only accountability coming from local farmers who must file lawsuits and the federal government to take action to protect something Hawaii claims to want to protect themselves? There are a lot of unanswered questions. I will continue to follow up on my end, and hopefully it won't be as long between part 2 and part 3 of this investigation. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel for more content like this and leave a like on the video. I will see you next time.